Everybody's talking about the good old days, right?
Okay, so starting with some of the fashion trends for spring, summer, the first I'm going to talk about are romantic florals. They're perfect, again, as I mentioned, for spring, summer, very feminine, very flirty. As you can see, the two on the outside are actually Ted Baker pieces, which you can find online. Here's an example from the store. If you want to dress it up, again, a great pair of heels like Cheyenne has on, or if you want to go a little bit more casual, you can throw in some flats. For anyone that thinks that floral is a little bit too feminine for them, you can do what I do and throw in a nice pair of sneakers. Converse has some great options. Candace Cooper actually has some really great options. And UGG actually recently came out with some, they're so comfortable, and they're actually pretty cute. So you can throw on some Converse, you can throw on a light leather jacket, or even a jean jacket that works really well with that as well. What I wanted to go over was airplane fashion. People always ask me, what am I supposed to wear on the plane?
Not pajamas.
Exactly. Comfortable clothes that bounce back after your nap. So an example of this would be leggings with an oversized tee and a shawl or scarf. Actually, Fabletics, I don't know if any of you are familiar with that brand, but Kate Hudson started it. They have really awesome, bright leggings. They have patterns, but they also have neutrals if you want to stick with that. So throwing on a nice scarf, actually then you can use it as a blanket when you're on the plane. You can just throw it over your shoulders if your shoulders get cold on the plane. So that's a perfect option for that as well. The leggings and oversized tee actually wash really well in the hotel room or the apartment, so it's easy to clean it after you wear it on the plane. Another option is they have these really great travel packs that come with travel shoes, a face mask, and a blanket. So you can look into getting one of those, or again, you can use your scarf as a blanket, whichever you prefer. So travel tip number 1 is hydration. A lot of people forget that when you travel, it really dehydrates you. So you want to remember to drink a lot of water the day before, the night before, while you're on the plane, as soon as you land, and the next day. Hydration actually helps with jet lag, it helps with exhaustion, and it helps keep your face and skin looking fresh. I always like to buy a big bottle of water right when I go through security, so that way when I'm on the plane, I don't have to worry about constantly asking the stewardess, can I have more water? Can I have more water? Can I have more water? The second piece is your skin when you're on the plane. Making sure you get one of those TSA approved bottles of face hydration. Actually, in your bag, I did provide a little one for you guys. Oils are really good for your face as well, especially under your eyes. You just want to make sure that your skin can handle the oils. It can clog your pores if your skin's not used to that. Again, mini spray bottle of your favorite spritzing so that you can spritz your face, keep it fresh and hydrated. I know everyone hates when I say this, but no makeup. If you really want to wear makeup to the airport, just when you got on the plane, get a nice little face wipe the makeup off so that when you sleep, you're not sleeping with makeup on. Just think about when you go to bed at night, you don't sleep with makeup on, you take it off. So then when you wake up, you cleanse, you rehydrate just before landing, throw on a little powder foundation and some lip color, spritz again, and you're good to go. If you think you still look exhausted, that's what sunglasses and lipstick are for. So then you're good to go. I've done it many times. Okay, the next thing would be cultural acclimation. Remember when you're traveling overseas to be conscious of the different customs and different cultures. So if you're planning a trip for yourself and you don't have anyone helping you, just make sure you Google a couple things that are local to that area that you're going. For example, looking up key phrases such as how to say hello, goodbye, please, and thank you. It really will go a long way. Some tips that I can personally give you, when you're traveling to Paris, when you walk into a boutique, let's say you're walking here, you always greet them with bonjour monsieur or bonjour madame. If you don't say that, they will ignore you, and they will not help you. It's just, for them, they want to be recognized, they want you, just like when you walk into a store here, you say hello. The second thing is tipping there is not the same as tipping here. Normally around 5% is good. If you're going to a cafe and just getting a tea, sometimes you don't even need to tip at all. Lastly, if you're meeting a Parisian friend for dinner, either at their home or you're going to a party, 15 minutes late is normal. So if you get there on time, they will not be there. Or they won't be ready. However, if you're going to London, don't be late. Completely different. They don't tolerate that as well. And tipping there is about 15%. In Asia, if you're being introduced to someone, you want to stand up and stay standing the entire time. When being introduced to the Chinese, shake the hand. They do bow sometimes, but it's from the shoulders, whereas in Japan, it's actually from the hip. Last travel tip before I move into packing tips. This one I think is most important. Get lost. It's the best way to find boutiques. It's the best way to find restaurants, finding really cool pictures on little side streets. This is actually how I started the company. So I met some really awesome people who introduced me to, their contacts, which was amazing. But in addition to that, I just walked around and got lost, and that's how I stumbled on the really great places that we just keep adding to the list that we recommend. I want to thank Cheyenne for including me, as well as Ted Baker. I appreciate it. As Cheyenne mentioned, I started the company focusing on fashion experiences in Paris. I've since, as she mentioned, expanded into lifestyle. So whether clients are looking to have something made by a designer or do a private chef dinner tasting or a unique wine experience, we offer Paris, New York. We'll be launching London soon. We're actually also putting together a really fun wine experience in California. That's going to be released soon. You guys are actually the first to hear about it, so stay tuned for that.
Hey, everybody's talking about the good old days, right?